Bum, bum, bum. Hello. We're live.
What's going on, everyone? Hello, Robin Russian, Fine Apple, Andrea Davis, Kimberly Hooker. How you doing? We are live. Is that Andrea up top there? I think I missed her. Did I get her?
Do you want the phone?
No, I can see it now. I just had to scroll up. If I didn't say hi, Andrea, how are you, Andrea?
He was doing good without staring down at the phone like he usually does. And then he second-guessed himself.
So I'm sorry we missed you earlier in the week. It's been tough with Karen's pregnancy. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go back to a different format. We're going to keep doing lives. We're only going to do lives once a week on Thursdays because it's been really hard to be consistent with Karen's pregnancy just from day to day how she feels. So what we're going to do in the meantime between lives is we're going to start recording again some shorter 5 to 15 minute videos, and we're going to post those
back to the
roots of YouTube. So we're going to post a couple of videos starting next week. We're going to shoot them throughout the weekend and get them posted on maybe Monday and Wednesday, and then we'll go live on Thursday. And so we're going to be doing 1 day a week this from now on until Karen's pregnancy is done, and then we'll probably go back to the.
We need power.
Computer. And then we'll probably go back to the. Sorry, I'm talking off camera.
Imagine the computer just shuts down, and we're like, where'd everybody go? We're not plugged in.
And yeah, so we'll go back. We'll try and go back to the twice a week after the baby comes, and we'll get the baby on camera and let you guys meet him and all that. And we have some really exciting news today. So we are. You want to tell them now, or you want to wait a little bit?
You can wait a little bit. Let more people come.
We'll let some more people come.
Yes.
We have some really exciting news. We just found out, and we're gonna let you guys know about it. Some of you may know already. Don't spoil it for everyone who doesn't know in the comments.
Oh, my hair is gorgeous. I was just saying.
I told you your hair looks fine.
Men. It looks how it did yesterday. It looks fine. Looks how it always does.
Hey, Christine. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Becky. Hey, Alana Castro. What's going on? Welcome, guys. So tonight we're going to be talking about wholesales and bulk buys and boutiques and what the difference is, what you need to do to get ready for that, what you need to do once you're ready for that, and at the end of the show, are you ready for it? Right, that's a big question too. And then at the end of the show, I actually have a couple of sources that I'm going to share with you guys tonight on where you can get started with. One site is a great site for bulk buys and returns and overstock pallets, stuff like that. So it's actually brand name clothing. 2 sites are going to be boutique items, stuff that you can sell and that you can actually label as boutique in Poshmark that you can sell throughout Poshmark as boutique. So the difference, we can tell them the difference between wholesale and boutique right now, right?
Yeah. Well, boutique means, according to
wholesale,
Poshmark,
yeah.
Well, the wholesale, like with their wholesale portal and selling boutique, means that you are buying directly from the manufacturer. Those clothing have never been sold to somebody else, whether it be another store, another person. It goes directly from being made and packaged, put in a warehouse to you. And you're the first person to own it and list it for sale. So it wasn't a return. It wasn't a overstock that was in a store that was shelf pull, stuff like that. That's all good. Yeah, somebody congratulated us already in the chat, so we might as well let everybody in on the secret. It's not such a secret anymore. No, we are speaking at PoshFest, and actually the reason we're doing this topic tonight is we're giving you a preview of what we will be speaking about at PoshFest. This is our topic. This is what we're talking about. So we're going into this, we're not going into crazy detail tonight, but we are going into as much detail as we can handle and taking questions too. Especially when it concerns like bulk buying and getting more inventory all at once. This is something that we've been exploring a lot in the past 2 months or so, especially with the expectancy of the baby.
When we're ready to move on from thrift stores, the prices are just getting out of hand. We're still going to thrift.
And we can't go out as much.
Can't go out as much,
once, I'm not going to be able to go out at all once I'm actually giving birth. So we're planning for the future. So we've been learning so much and actually doing this. So we wanted to share it with you.
What's up, Janice?
What we've learned.
What's up, Marley?
Penguin hubby.
So that's our topic. That's going to be our topic at PoshFest. I think we're on a panel. It's actually a panel. I think there's one other person, so I'm assuming it's a panel discussion, and we're going to have an open forum for sourcing for the new and how to forecast fashion trends and where to go to buy boutique stuff. What do you do with boutique and wholesale and all that stuff? So we're going to be covering all that at PoshFest. So if you guys are going to PoshFest, look for us. We're speaking on Saturday the 13th.
The last day.
the last day, the day of the Posh party, which everyone loves to go to. And we're speaking, I believe, at 12:50. And don't quote me on that. There's a schedule right on Poshmark, but I'm pretty sure we start at 12:50 and go till.
Yeah, they released it.
Something 2:30 or something
blog.
like that.
They released it, the schedule, the agenda, on Poshmark, and I think it's attached to their blog. So
Yeah, so you guys can check that out.
If it's still not there, you just search Google.
Now, if you guys are going to PoshFest, we are tooling with the idea of setting up a meetup at PoshFest for some of the our YouTube subscribers that want to meet us that haven't gotten a chance to do so yet. We don't know the area of Dallas too well, but so we're gonna
be there the next day.
We're gonna be there on Thursday, so we're gonna be there the day before PoshFest.
And the day after.
So if anyone is getting we're not gonna be. We're leaving on Sunday.
Not all day.
Yeah. So if you are gonna be early to PoshFest, you're gonna be there on Thursday. Let us know in the comments or. After this video is posted, let us know if you're going. If there's going to be enough people there on a Thursday, we might do a meetup on Thursday and meet with some of you guys and talk to you guys and do all that good stuff.
Just stop by and say hi.
Yeah, if not,
it's very hard to miss. You just look for purple.
Find us at the. Janice just invited us to is that a Posh and Sip, Janice?
Just invited you to one. I went to a PoshFest live and I wasn't too impressed. Oh no! Yeah, we went to a PoshFest live in New York City.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like different. It's definitely more of a social.
Yeah, it's like a networking event.
Then
kind of
it
thing,
is like let's learn all this stuff. You get to meet people face to face. I'm sure side conversations were going on that were like very just Poshmark related and not, So it's definitely not just like they're different. They're fun though.
Well, Janice, we're gonna be into Dallas on Thursday at 1:40 p.m. So we could do a meetup and go to your Posh and Sip all on the same day. I mean, we can plan a meetup for like 4:00 and then shoot over to your Posh and Sip and check that out too. So we have plenty of time during the day. We're gonna be there from 1:40 all the way till Sunday. So.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of comments in our closet, and if we haven't responded, apologies.
I try to respond to as many as I can, but it gets to be tough.
Sometimes it gets bombarding. Because Poshmark sent us those like headshots with like that you see everyone come speaking at PoshFest, and they said put them in your closet. So we have them in our closet, and so some of the comments like, I try to keep up.
Christine, just when this video is done posting, just post that in the comments of the video so that we can get a head count, get an idea of how many people are actually interested. If it's going to be like 3 people or something like that, then we're not going to do it. But if it's like 15, 20 people, we'll get something going. So I want to get an idea of how many people are actually interested in meeting on Thursday. So after this video is posted, just drop it in the comments section. And let us know if you're interested in a meetup, and we will think about planning one of those. So, guys, we did. By the way, we did pick a mystery box winner.
Yes.
Did you send the email out yet?
I sent out one. I'm waiting on a reply.
All right. So if we don't get a reply from this person, we're gonna pick another person to win this mystery box.
I sent out one email, and then 3 days went by, and I sent out another to the same email address. If I do not hear back, I'll pick another one. This thing wants to go out the door.
We're going to wait till tomorrow. If we don't hear back by tomorrow, we're going to pick another winner. Yeah. So you still have a chance. And what we're also going to do is you put the link in for the email list tonight, right?
Yeah,
all right, cool. So we're going to start another mystery box drawing right now from tonight on. So we are going to do it.
Emails.
We're going to do it. We're not going to pick a winner for, let's say 4 weeks. We'll do a month. We'll do a month. So right before PoshFest, we will pick another winner for a mystery box. So if you guys aren't on the email list yet, click on the first link in the description. Jump on our email list. You're going to get emails from us. You're also going to get a free 6-part Poshmark workshop just for joining the list. It's not available on YouTube, so check that out. It's pretty cool. We show you how we run a Poshmark business out of our houses. So if you guys are new here and you want a chance to win a mystery box, that's 3 or 4 items picked by us, sent right to your house. Or condo or apartment or trailer or wherever you live.
I never check my email. I don't know. Sometimes people's emails will have like their name as part of it. This was just some like words and numbers. So I couldn't tell you if it was your email that you don't check. I could not tell you.
Denise, PoshFest is in Dallas, and it is October 12th and 13th. That's Friday and Saturday. Tickets are sold out though, so if you haven't gotten a ticket already, you're not going to be able to get in. Tickets aren't available at the door unless you find somebody that is selling their ticket.
They did that already.
Yeah.
Because I know that.
No, you can still transfer until September 6th.
Oh, yes. Because they did that last year, too. Because I guess a lot of people, like, so from when they released the tickets and from when it is, people's plans change.
Yeah.
You know?
So if keep an eye out in the Poshmark groups on Facebook. I know one of our friends, Nicole Kalut, is selling a ticket, and she hasn't sold it yet. Somebody was interested but wasn't sure if they were going to be able to buy the ticket or not. So if you want to try and get in touch with Nicole Kalut and you don't have a ticket yet, what's her closet? Get in touch with her on Poshmark, right?
Yeah, I could put that in the description.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description. So
she
does have one ticket available. So if you guys are quick, we'll put it in the description tonight. You can go and leave her a comment in her closet, letting her know that you want to buy that ticket, and she has it available for you guys. Yeah. So let's get back into the video now. Let's get on track. So we are going to start with the basics. Getting back to the most basic spot to start is on Poshmark for wholesale. Go through your Poshmark certification and get boutique and wholesale certified on Poshmark. Why don't you tell them how to do that, Karen?
So it's right in your profile where all your settings are and all the tabs for it, and you go through the certification. It's like 2 minutes. The reason why it's easy to start on Poshmark, if this is your first time buying boutique, is because you do not need your state resale license. You do not need a tax ID,
which we're going to talk about in a second.
Whatever it's called in your actual state. You just need to be certified by Poshmark. This is where I first bought something boutique. Got my feet wet a little bit, got used to it. There's pros and cons to it.
They have great stuff in there. It's just the pros to it is they have really good stuff. They actually have I was looking at one item this year which I didn't buy, but it was an Anya bathing suit, and they retail for around $85 to $90, just a bathing suit. I looked it up off of Poshmark on a regular retailer site. So these products are sold at other sites as well, not just specific to Poshmark. And they wanted, I think, $200 for 8 pieces. So that's not a bad price. And you can make some money.
These are wholesalers that have their own closets in the in the boutique section. So they sell packages, they sell in bulk, they sell either like pieces of 3, pieces of 6. Jewelry can be up to like 10 to 15 items per money spent. But you also have to understand that you're paying a little bit more for these items on Poshmark than you would through another website, because they also have to pay the Poshmark 20% fee. Now, when they're selling off their own website, the same stuff where other boutiques in real life and even online can offer the same product, you know, they buy it off their website. They don't have to upcharge 20%. But it is a good place to kind of get used to it.
Get your feet wet. Now,
look around.
We will give you the biggest con to Poshmark Wholesale, the wholesale portal, is the market is going to be flooded. It's going to be saturated with the same stuff. Everyone is going into the Poshmark portal.
Everybody has access to the
Everyone
same
has
stuff.
access to the same stuff. So a lot of people are going to be selling this stuff on Poshmark. So you're not going to be the only one selling this stuff. You got to really take it. It's a great way to start, though, to get used to wholesale and to get used to boutiques and to get used to selling new stuff. But it's not going to be your best money maker. You're not going to make a ton of money off of it because it is going to be saturated. So that's where other sites come into play. Karen has and we when you use another site, you need to have your sales and use tax ID.
That's what they call it in Connecticut.
That's what they call it here.
I believe different states. It's just how you would, it's a number your state gives you when you register your business. So you may file taxes with your state, not federal taxes, but taxes with your state. Now, when you go to other companies online, and they all have online, they're going to require this number from you. I think I bought from one website a long time ago that didn't require the number from me. And every other one after that required the number from me, which is fine. We have it. But if you're not registered yet and you're just kind of doing it as a side hustle, this is why you have to think, is this the next step for me?
Well, Robin, to answer that and to address that real quick, I know a lot of people don't want to have a boutique. They just like the retail arbitrage. I have a great site for you at the end of this video that actually gives you access to bulk buys, to customer returns from mid-range department stores. So this is going to be stuff like Tommy Hilfiger, Polo, Ralph Lauren, New York and Co. Designers and brands like that. You're not going to make a ton of money on them, but they're going to be new with tags, and you'll be able to sell most items for between $30 and $50. And I think their rates are pretty good. Their price per pieces are good.
We all know you can charge a little bit more for
that. So that's kind of like retail arbitrage
on steroids.
Sitting on your couch.
Yeah, on your couch and on steroids. You can get like a whole pallet of stuff from these sites, and they'll ship it right to your door. So it's really it's a great resource to have. If
we're talking about all of
this. If this is all bulk buys, wholesale, everything that you every way you can possibly think to get product that's going to be new with tags and barely worn or never worn in most cases.
Now, when you're trying to find something that's not from the Poshmark Wholesale portal, it's really important that you just don't go into Google and start typing like wholesale.
You're gonna get a ton of results.
Imagine what.
Oh no, don't say that though, because that's the way you got to start. You need to start somewhere, and that's that. You don't want to tell them that because that's.
I'm going to tell them what to do first, Jason.
That's exactly what I did, and I found a ton of good sources. So don't tell them not to do that though.
You found both.
I found boutiques. Yes. No, I found boutiques too.
But you also need to find people that have trusted the site before, because I have bought stuff from really good sites, and all you're looking at is a picture. You're looking at a price, you're looking at quantity, and sometimes you get a lot of reviews. And that's all you're going on. You're saying, okay, I'm going to spend maybe $80, maybe hundreds of dollars on multiple things and hope it's good quality. You know, so
you'll do your due diligence, but it is still a good idea to go search on Google and do the Google search.
Not good quality. I saw somebody in the comments say, I see a lot of people on Poshmark selling stuff from AliExpress and Wish, which are China-based companies. Those are low-end stuff. Yeah, I see it too.
You can make money off that stuff, but it is stuff that's going to fall apart in a couple of months, and you're going to be. I bought something from Wish before, and I wasn't happy with it.
Remember, you got a bracelet?
Yeah, I got a bracelet, and it didn't even fit me.
So like halfway around his wrist, he's like, "Is this for a child?" He's like, "Well, it was only 99 cents." I'm like, "You got 99 cents worth of bracelet there."
But the sites I'm recommending tonight are reputable sites. They have lower end buy-ins. Like you're going to be able to get some of this stuff for under $500, and you're going to be able to get like 30 to 100 pieces per item, and their fashion is on point. Their trend, it's on trend. It's very trendy stuff. They have good reviews. And it's bulk buy. No, this is wholesale. This is two are wholesale. One is bulk buy. So I'm giving you 3 sources at the end of the video. 2 are going to be wholesale boutique, and 1 is going to be for bulk buys.
He's glued to the internet, which is not really Jason, because we're really trying to like.
I know I haven't played a video game in like days.
Which is like what? But another really good thing to do is to go on Facebook and look for groups that do have their own boutiques, because they're going to know what ones sell quality stuff. They're going to know which ones sell stuff that is ratty, and like, you know, when you order something, it's like almost see-through.
Got a question real quick. What's the danger of getting your wholesale license? Do you stick out for taxes and don't know? She doesn't know a whole lot about it.
Well, when you get your sales and tax use license, and not the Poshmark one, the Poshmark one doesn't really change anything. You know, no matter if you're a registered business or not. No, we're not CPAs, we're not accountants. Nope. You need to claim money to Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
With everything you do.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to say on that subject.
They're always going to get their tax.
That's all I'm going to say about that. But, you know, once you actually register your business and say, you choose a name and they give you that number, no matter what your state calls it, you need to file taxes appropriately according to your state. Federal changed their law right now, but state of Connecticut for us has not caught up to that law yet, so we're still good. We only pay taxes when we sell to somebody who lives in the state of Connecticut as of now. You know, so most of the states are very similar to that as of now. So I would just check with your local state. That's why we're talking about this, because this isn't for everybody. Not everybody wants to go buy like 7, 8, 9 of the same item at like times like 20 things and have a closet full of like boutique items. They want to go to thrift stores. People are happy with that.
Can you be any registered business to buy wholesale? I think yes, right? Yes. As long as you have your license, you can be. Yeah, you can be licensed as a food seller, and you're gonna have the same, because we actually used our sales and tax license to gain membership to Restaurant Depot, which is you need to have a tax ID for it, and they don't ask, okay, are we selling food? No, they just let us in. So as long as you have that license, you're covered under that whole blanket of wholesale, that whole wholesale blanket,
so
you're going to be
if
covered
you have a number, a registered business, even though it's not related, you're still filing taxes for that business on your income for whatever it is, wherever you got that number
Nate,
from.
if you have that number already, if you have that state tax, sales and use tax or whatever it is, you're good to go. You can start buying wholesale right away.
A tree service.
A tree service.
That really is nowhere near wholesale. But yeah, you have the number. You know more about, you have to file taxes on that. Some states it's every month, some are every quarter, some let you do yearly. It's all different. United States of America.
Yeah, they sell wholesale seafood at Restaurant Depot, and it's a hell of a deal. You can get a lobster for like $3.99 a pound. So
he got a pig.
I got a pig for like $80, and it was a good sized pig. It fed like 20 people. So
that friggin' pig.
So what else about wholesale? Let's see. So we talked about the sales and use taxes. We talked about the difference between wholesale and boutique.
You also should really consider, if you're going just wholesale and you're not trying to buy bulk like closeouts or anything like that, like name brand stuff, you should consider what you're going for. What kind of person is going to come to your closet and buy this stuff? Not buying a bunch of hodgepodge things that
keep
don't
up on trends,
really go together. That was my biggest mistake in the beginning. I said, "Ooh, that's cute." Click, buy it now.
Yeah, know your customer. Yeah, so you got to know your customer. You got to know what your customer's into, what their buying habits are. Look at their trends. So if people are buying a ton of distressed jeans from you, then go out and find a wholesale or boutique item that has a distressed jean that looks unique, that looks trendy. People will buy it. And if that's what they're buying from you,
like free people, like that boho look, maybe
find
that's
that
what
look,
you should try to go for, because that's what you sell a lot. That's who comes to your closet. If you sell a lot of activewear or club wear or plus size is huge.
Yep.
Plus size, if you can just corner the market on having like a plus size closet of boutique stuff, that's huge. But you should narrow down the field and really consider, you're spending money. You're spending a lot more money up front than going to a thrift store.
Yeah, this isn't going to be cheap. You're not going to be able to go out and take $100 and go buy wholesale. No. Or you're going to get really crappy products. You can do that, but you're going to get really just garbage. Yeah. So this stuff is going to cost a minimum of $300 to $400, and it can run upwards of $1,500 a pallet or an order or something like that. You're going to make a great return, though. I mean, that $1,500 can net you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 back,
and it gets you a lot of inventory.
And it gets you a lot of inventory, so you don't have to source for maybe a month. And you're good to go. So there are ups and downs to it. You do need to have the capital to get into it.
The capital that you don't mind floating for a bit,
right? Because it's not going to sell right away.
It's going to be an instant return. You're not going to invest $900 and get all these clothes, have either your photographs or the boutique's photographs, and put them up on Poshmark, and all of a sudden you're like swimming in thousands of dollars. It's a slow return on this, and it takes time and momentum to get these boutiques going. And if you're in it, it's good.
Yeah.
A lot of people make a lot of money doing this, but if you need that $900 to pay your rent, don't do it.
Yeah, do it with your profits. Do it with your excess money. Save some money. Instead of sourcing with $150, go sourcing with $100 and save $50 a week that you can put towards a wholesale buy in a couple of months, and save up for it. Build that capital as you go, and set a little bit aside for wholesale. And then once you get that wholesale product and you start selling it, maybe it's going to take 2-3 months to sell out, but take all that money that you're getting back from wholesale and put it back into wholesale. So if you make $5,000, if you make $2,500 in a month selling your wholesale products, take that $2,500 and buy something bigger and move up and keep moving up. And that's how you grow this business. And it's so simple. It's how you grow any business, really. But that's what you want to do. You want to keep your profits and keep investing your profits and reinvesting and reinvesting. And I mean, that's what we do with all our money. I'll buy once in a while. I'll buy something for myself, or Karen will buy something.
We pay our bills. We have what we want to put into savings, and whatever else is left over, for the most part,
back into the business.
Reinvest to make that month double the next month, or whatever it is the next month. So we can then we reevaluate the next month how much is going into savings. So we keep reinvesting, because that's the only way it's
the only way to grow the business. And it's been working tenfold for us. I mean, my closet's been getting hot lately.
Karen's Closet is starting to heat back up again.
Up and down. I'm like,
up and down. I know it's been the summer really kicked us
coaster.
kicked us. But we're coming back. We're rebounding from it now. It's been a slow couple of weeks though, but it's been coming back onto the profitable side again.
The other thing that you really should consider when you're getting the wholesale, is not only like, can you afford this, but is this what you really want? Some people do it with like a really quick thought and they're like, oh, so many people are making money on it. Let me do this now. It's not something to do quickly.
You got to take your time with it
at all. And you really do need to think about like what it is that you should be selling. So,
but this is like once you've started sourcing and once you've mastered sourcing, this is the logical step of progression that's going to move you to growing from a part-time business or just a part-time income. And this is going to boost you up to the point where you can actually quit your job and make $100,000, $200,000 a year if you do it right. So it takes some time to learn. It takes some time to master. But once you get to that point,
you're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, you're going to make bad buys. It's going to happen.
My very first purchase for wholesale and boutique, I still have 2 of them and I've relisted. I have dropped prices. It was one of those things that I bought because I personally liked it and I would wear that, but not thinking like, would other people wear it? Like, and that was one of my biggest mistakes.
So Nate's got a question. He says, do you need the number or a piece of paper in hand at these places? So if you're using it online, they just take your number. You type in your number. You can show, you can actually show your at some thrift stores, you can show your paper to the thrift store and they'll actually negate the tax. So you won't have to pay the tax at thrift stores. And that they're supposed to all do that. Some of them you have to register with. You can register on sites like Walmart, Home Depot for if you're going to get into drop shipping down the road and they're going to be tax-free shopping for you. And that'll be, even if you buy personal stuff, it's all tax-free.
The thrift store that we go to, like that's right down the street from us that we get, it's like our watering hole. They took my sales and tax ID for
years,
like almost 3 years. And then one day they're like, the management changed. We don't do that anymore. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't do it anymore? Like, this is the law. Like, I'm not going to get double taxed on this. Like, I'm not paying you 6.35%. And then when I sell it, paying 6.35%. But they didn't want to hear that. I also don't think the manager quite understood what she was looking at. And I could see it. And I was really upset. So I didn't go back for a few weeks because I was angry. But I got over it. Everybody has a business to run. They run it how they see fit. When I go into a random Goodwill, I don't bother with it, but ones that they know and I frequent, it's a different story. But every state is also a little different. This is your business. You should know. It's good when you don't have, when they do accept your number.
Personal stuff is not supposed to be tax-free, but
no, but we rarely
use it,
like mix and match. Like, when we go sourcing, like you've all been there. Occasionally you'll find something and you'll be like, it's my size. It was $3. And you're like, I'm going to keep it. And once in a great while, sure, that gets mixed in, but not often. I rarely go sourcing for myself, I
source myself more often than not. So
yeah, you find
the cheap stuff now. I find the good stuff in my size. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Hey, Lindsay.
I have a tax ID number in Massachusetts. I fill out wholesale applications. Yeah. Also, with the wholesale websites, some of them require you to have been a purchaser in the past. I ran into this problem with a website I was recommended to through Facebook groups. And it was after I made my first few purchases through Poshmark Wholesale portal. And they said, we need your sales and tax ID. And we also need 2 receipts from other wholesale distributors. And I tried taking a screenshot of like the email Poshmark sends you when you complete a purchase. I'm like, here, I bought off the wholesale portal. And they're like, this does not count. And so I had to go back to that website after using another website twice with the receipts. So some of them want to make sure that you're a legitimate.
Yeah, they don't want
you're not just
buying it for yourself or something like that. Yeah.
Tax ID number. Let me go buy all these shirts, or whatever it is. I guess it protects them. They're usually bigger companies. I respect that. I think it's a good thing, make sure that the person means what they want and actually does what they're saying and they're going to do with the stuff. But that is something that you can run into down the road, depending on the website.
But once you go through the wholesale boutique on Poshmark, once you get your sales and use tax license, that's what they call it in Connecticut. It's going to be called something different in every state. So look it
I
up
can
in your
see
state.
everybody going to their state, like clerks,
sales
their
and
town
use tax,
clerks.
right? Yeah.
Sales and tax. I'm like, what? What's that? You know.
Then you're pretty much golden. You just got to sort through the plethora of websites and sales out there. I mean, Karen found a very profitable bathing suit that she sells every year, and it's a really good quality bathing suit. It
and just from
sells out.
One like manufacturer that like I trust, and I like, you know, once you find a website and a company or 2 or 3 or 10 that they're
going to use them. You're going to repeat
with,
using them. And
you trust their product, you trust their service. You're going to keep going back to them, you know, that they've proven themselves to you. You also have to order way before the time is to sell it. I order bathing suits in March.
Well, they come from China too. These ones come from China, right? So,
well, some of them come from China, some of them come from San Francisco.
So it takes,
they're the same company.
It can take up to 3 to 4 weeks to get shipped out to us. So
they're the same company. It's
you got to know your shipping times for these companies. You got to know everything. They will let you know.
They'll give you an estimated, but they also usually have a week or 2 where they're like processing your order. They'll say, okay, there's processing time and then there's shipping time. So if you want to sell, say, bathing suits, when do people start buying bathing suits? The moment like snow starts melting, you know, people want to start thinking about warm weather. You need to have those bathing suits in stock, photographed and already listed, not okay, well, they're in transit, you know, because other people on Poshmark are already going to have their bathing suits listed and they're already going to be selling out of them. And this is just an example. This is all the seasons, whether it be thermal sweaters or, you know, skinny jeans. You need to be thinking about them like almost like 5 months ahead, like especially when you're finding them.
A good place to start for wholesale would either be jeans or t-shirts because they really aren't that seasonally specific. Your t-shirts, people are going to wear year round. They'll just throw a hoodie on over it or a polo, even a polo shirt, stuff like that. Jeans are going to be a year round wear. Not as much in the summer, but people still wear jeans in the summer. I wear jeans occasionally in the summer. So if you want to look into a good place to get started when you're starting to think about wholesale is those 2 categories, jeans, polos. For women, it would be what's a non-seasonal specific woman's item?
Non-seasonal.
Dresses or skirts, maybe.
Sneakers.
Sneakers are unisex, but dresses, skirts. Jeans again. Jeans for women, definitely. I
mean, I guess it depends on where you live too. We live in a really seasonal environment in Connecticut. We get really hot summers and really snow.
Yeah, if you guys are in Florida or Texas or the West Coast or whatever, and you have standard temperatures all year round, then you don't have to really worry about all that stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
You'll even notice you can even go into Poshmark and just filter like boutiques. They have
see what other people are selling,
and you're gonna notice that there's some that are hodgepodge. They might not be doing so well, and then you'll see some that are all jewelry or all jewelry and accessories. One good thing, we know somebody that lives in Connecticut, and she has a wholesale boutique on Poshmark. All she does is sell jewelry and accessories. She doesn't have much room in her house. She does work a full-time job. And she's like, I don't have much room in my house with my kids and my life to have all this inventory of clothing. So what's great about selling jewelry? It's small. You know, a package of earrings, it's probably like that big and you can fit so many into a tub. Yeah,
Gary, Poshing for Profits Facebook group is still active. I'm not quite sure why you haven't been getting posts for the past 3 to 4 days. I posted yesterday. So it's definitely still active though. So
or, you know, if you do go t-shirts, there's a lot of boutiques on Poshmark that just do like really funky t-shirts and they do really well.
Really well, yeah.
Like crazy sayings or like
the other things you can do now. This is something that I've done recently actually, and it's worked out to my advantage. So I'm going to share a tip with you guys. Is if you ever go into the mom and pop stores or local stores, like, you know, every mall has one of those stores that sells off-brand clothing, not name brand, but it's fashionable stuff like that. Befriend the manager or the owner. The owners are usually there at those places. And get to know them, and then bring up the fact that you actually have a Poshmark Closet at some point and you sell clothes online, and you'd love to work with them and work out a deal where you both profit on it, and they'll be willing to. They might be willing to give you product at a consignment, and you guys split the profits and you sell it on your Poshmark.
They might be willing to share their source.
Yeah, I just built a relationship with a guy who's at a men's store that I go to frequently. He has the best blazers ever. and I'm gonna actually start selling them after we get back from PoshFest. And we worked out a deal where he's gonna consign me some I'm gonna buy flat out, and he's actually gonna give me access to his retail, his wholesaler eventually, so that I can get this stuff straight from the warehouse. And we're gonna go into a partnership where we're gonna work out the profits. We're gonna figure something out that works for both of us, and it's gonna be beneficial to both of us. So keep an eye out for stuff like that. That's a great way to get started, especially seeing as you can actually handle the quality of the clothing. You know that it's good quality. You know that
he's tried it on.
I've tried it on. I buy all my suits from him. If I need a suit, I go to him. If I need a blazer, I go to him. He's got the best stuff. It's all Italian. It's off-brand Italian design, so it's straight from Italy. It's made in Italy. It's good quality, and it's gonna sell. So
yeah, so he's excited about it. It's also good, that you made that relationship with that guy, because you don't need to have 17 of the same blazer. You can just have 17 different blazers. Now, let's talk about bulk buying. Getting a bunch of stuff, name brand stuff that we're used to, like looking for in the thrift store.
Most of this stuff is going to be either customer returns or overstock, shelf pulls. So it's going to be you really got to take a look at the pictures, take a look at the invoices, learn the styles on them, because you don't want to buy something that was pulled off a shelf 3 years ago and run the risk of it being out of trend, off trend, or out of style. So you really got to know what's going on with this stuff that you're buying. But if you sift through the information and you do your due diligence, they will tell you everything on that listing. And they'll send it right to your house. They'll ship it right to your house. So do your due diligence, and you'll be able to find some great bulk buying sites. I have one that I'm going to give you at the end of the night. That's got some great mid-range department store, like I told you earlier, brand names that is all going to be new with tags. It's either shelf pulls or it's customer returns. It's all new with tags. It's all ready to sell. And a lot
of these sites, or some of them, sell more than just clothing.
And they're selling this stuff at pennies on the dollars. Like, there's
Didn't you find me Rag & Bone?
I found Rag & Bone jeans. Yeah, new tag Rag & Bones for it's a $900 price. They're 30 jeans, and they're $30 a piece. Rag & Bone's new with tags will sell upwards of $85. So that's a $40 to $50 profit margin for that one wholesale pack. And those, I believe, are actually straight from the manufacturer too.
So it's kind of like if you were to go to like Nordstrom Rack, clear the rack, and you're like, I found Rag & Bone jeans new with tags. Yeah, you sell them for more money, but now you don't have to go out and get them. You just get a bunch of them.
Lee, I'm getting into consignment, as I was just speaking about earlier. We're going to be doing a consignment arrangement with this guy at the men's store that I go to. So I'm going to be getting my feet wet with consignment and stuff like that very shortly. And I think we just decided we're going to split it straight down the middle, and he's going to take half of the profits, and I'm going to take the other half of the profits. And we're going to be good to go. So a selling price. And that'll make him an extra $60 from what he actually sells the suit jacket for, because these jackets can easily sell for $300.
Oh my goodness. They're listed for more on Poshmark.
Yeah. These are easily $300 jackets, and he sells them for $80, $80 to $100. So I told him we split the $300 right down the middle, and he's making some money and I'm making some money. So it works. That's not your traditional consignment though. A lot of people are going to want 60-70% back on a consignment deal.
I know a lot of people do consignment when it concerns like higher end stuff.
Yeah.
If someone wants you to sell their like for real, legitimate, authenticated Chanel bag, I would do that, sure, because that's thousands of dollars. But if someone's like, hey, would you like to sell my denim jacket? Like, what am I going to make? Like, I'm going to be the one shipping
$10, right?
it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one dealing with the questions and the measurements and the photographing, So everybody has their own personal feeling on consignment. Some people do it a lot and make money on it, but they also have the sources coming to them, the people that have the stuff.
Guys, take a quick moment and give us a thumbs up on this video if you're enjoying the content. Hit that like button. It really helps us out. It's great for our YouTube algorithm and all that good stuff. So go hit that thumbs up. Give us a like. We got 100 people watching right now, 99 people. So we should be able to hit 50 likes by the end of this video at least. So go hit that like. Give us a thumbs up, and it really helps us out great. So back to bulk buys, though. That's the basic gist of it. I mean, you can buy you can buy pallets of clothing, or you can buy small amounts of clothing. You can buy 50.
Poshmark and eBay, they also have like hard goods.
You can buy 50 to 100 pieces of clothing, and you can buy full pallets. You can buy thousands of articles of clothing at once, and it's all returns or shelf pull. So it's been sold in the store. It's name brand.
You know what you're getting.
You know what you're getting. You know the quality that it's going to be. And
not like a mystery box or like what's in here.
It's like they're basically a lot of these places are liquidation companies. So they liquidate their assets that they get from stores, and that's exactly where they get their product from. So they're selling it at pennies on the dollars, and you're not.
And most of them will tell you the MSRP and the suggested
retail
price for it, so you can have an idea before you even like order anything. You can sit there. If you're a number cruncher, you can sit there with your calculator and start crunching the numbers.
Let me pull up an example right now, actually.
And then you can know, like, okay, I can get this for this much, and I can list them for this much, and my return will be this, and the lowest I could take is that. Like, I know some people are really into the numbers and crunching them, so they give you all that information without purchase. So they give you all of this, and then so I like it. I like.
Keep talking. I'm gonna give him an example.
I thought you had it on your phone.
I do. I'm just not logged in.
Oh, see, Wild Cat Rat. I mainly sell jewelry, and it must be easy to store all that jewelry. It must be. I know when I first joined Poshmark, some people took me under their wing, and two of them, that's all they did. They sold jewelry, like high-end, like not crazy high-end jewelry, but like good jewelry, and they do very well with it.
So here's an example right here for you. Sorry. Free People Slim Busted Skinny Jean Assortment, 24 pieces. The price to buy it is $4.92, and that's $20.50 per unit. And the manufacturer suggested retail price on those is $78. So even if you sell them at 60 new tags, which is reasonable for a new tag item, you're still making $1,200 and actually 14. What is that? $1,440 off of a $492 investment at $60 a piece. So you're making good money selling it for cheaper than suggested retail, which is what people like when they get new tags on Poshmark or other areas. And you're getting a good product. You're getting an actual name brand product. These are
a name that people know and trust, and go actually into a search bar and type in Free People Skinny Jeans. You know they do that. So that's I know they do that.
That is an example of the stuff that you can be found on these sites. Here's Lululemon Wholesale. That's quite a bit, but it's 100 pieces. I mean, Lululemon Wholesale, ladies mixed store stock, 100 pieces for $3,800, $38 a unit. Lululemon sells for $75 and $80 upwards a piece.
Especially new.
So yeah.
New Lulu.
I mean, but that they do get pricey. Some of this stuff does get pricey, but it's worth it. I mean,
like we said at the beginning, if you aren't ready for this, don't do it. If you can't afford to have this extra money to do this, this isn't for you at this time. If
that's
it's putting a roof over your head.
That's a good consignment deal, Lee. 50% of profit is what you should be doing, what you want to shoot for. It's gonna be tough to find deals like that all the time. But yeah, that's a good deal. If you struck a deal with someone for that, that's exactly what I did as well. And
eek math. Yeah, I'm constantly like doing the calculator like 3 times to make sure I didn't hit a wrong button. Like, that's me. I'd rather like do it 3 or 4 times to make sure it keeps coming up with the same number. Eek math. Yes.
Now there are cheaper bundles here. This is a site that this is Express Ladies Capri Crop Denim Jeans, 24 pieces. You can get this lot for $196.80.
It's more reasonable.
And the MSRP on that is $69.90. You can probably sell those for $40. And that's only $196.80 investment. Those are you want to start small with the smaller stuff, but you know the brand. You know Express, it sells decently. New with tags is going to net you $35, $40 a piece. So you're going to be able to make some money back and buy the better stuff. So that's what you want to look for. You want to look for these sites that have these name brands. A great way to do this, and I'm not going to give you all these sources tonight, but a great way to do this is, I'm going to give you some of them. A great way to do this is to type in, what did I type in? I typed in name brand wholesale in a Google search, and that's actually how I found these sites. So,
and one of them I found saying wholesale bulk.
Wholesale bulk, yeah.
Wholesale bulk.
Bulk buys. You can do bulk buys. You can do pallet buys. You can do returns, customer returns.
I know we both tried reading the same thing at the same time. We both got real quiet. Sorry,
new tags will sell for more than that. If you're giving your stuff away for less than that, you shouldn't be. New tags, Robin, will sell for 25 to 30% off retail at the maximum.
Maybe 40. I guess it depends on the brand.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when we were looking at this, like, some of the stuff I'm like, I wouldn't touch no matter what the price is, because I know my closet, I know my audience. When he was like, oh, rag and bone, I was like, oh,
we're getting, I mean, on our retail with our sales, on our new attack stuff, we're selling the stuff at like 25% markdowns.
Yeah.
So you gotta find the right sellers. This is why it's going to be a longer tail play. It's not going to be right away, but you will sell this stuff at a 25 to 30% profit.
The more you do it too, the more comfortable you're going to get at it, and the better you're going to get it, and the less mistakes you're going to make, and the more competent you're going to get at it. You're going to know, okay, I could sell this. You're not going to be like, oh my goodness, this investment. Oh my goodness. If this is the route you're going, there is a learning curve. There's definitely, there might be a little nerves going on. That's to be expected. But if this is your next step, you're gonna get better at it. Hey, we all went to a thrift store for the first time once.
Marley,
right?
you got to do your due diligence on this stuff. Read the comments, read the reviews. On most of these sites, all have reviews. Check them out on the Better Business Bureau before you go and just jump into a site. See what they actually say, and most of them are going to be legit stuff. They don't want to take advantage of you. They're getting their stuff.
The Better Business Bureau.
Always the Better Business Bureau.
Yes.
Always the comments and reviews And these sites don't have anything to hide. They're finding these products dirt cheap because they're getting them from stores that closed in defunct malls or whatever, and they're grabbing this product cheap and they're selling it cheaper but still making a profit on it. So they're not trying to get you over. They're not trying to grab your money and tell you you're going to get designer clothing and then send you a bunch of crap. That's not going to happen. But you got to do your due diligence and research, and you'll be able to have some confidence that you're getting the good stuff.
I didn't know they made fake Miss-Me's. Now I wonder if I sold fake. At most high-end denim, it's been fake. There's some brands that are faked like so much more than others, but it's a risk we take. If you're ever in doubt, like, figure it out, look it up online, look in forums and stuff like that. This is why I'm very comfortable with my true religions now, but I'm also very wary of it at the same time. Always will be, because those are one of the most fake jeans. I'm not so sure about Miss-Me's. Most of the ones I've ever sold, I'm pretty damn sure they were good.
Yeah. But again, you're not going to get, when you're buying this bulk buys and these buys like this, you're not going to get fake stuff sent to you. You don't have to worry too much about that, but do your due diligence. Don't just go blind into it. But you don't have to worry.
The Better Business Bureau is so important, and reading reviews is so important.
Like, that's exactly what I did when I started looking for these sites. I looked up everything on as many resources as I can to find out, okay, are these guys legit? Are they going to be selling legitimate products? Are they the good stuff? And
handbags are faked a lot. Yeah.
So that's what you need to do with anything that you're going to start out doing with this type of stuff. So, guys, don't forget to, if you're new here, click on the first link in our description. It's our email list. We're giving away a mystery box right before PoshFest. All you got to do is get on our email list. You'll get a few emails from us from time to time, including our 6-part free Poshmark workshop on how to run a business out of your house. You'll get that just for signing up on the email list, and it is not available on YouTube. So definitely click on that link and get on our list if you haven't done so already. And we will be picking a mystery box winner.
And if the mystery box winner does not respond to my email,
pick another one.
Because I need to know where to send said mystery box. So you need to respond with your address or PO box. I can't just send it out to Nowheresville, USA. I found a bunch of men's diesel at Goodwill today. You sell diesel.
I sell diesel all the time,
yeah.
I do. Yeah, there are a bunch of sites that specialize in fakes, but usually they will state they're knockoffs, designer imposters, or
not usually like the bulk.
The bulk buys, yeah.
They're like, buy my purse. This is a good purse.
Or what do they call them?
Quantity too.
Inspired by or something like that. They will say
that.
They will say that on their sites. Most of them will. Some of them won't. But I mean, it's a good idea to stay away from high-end designer stuff like that. Unless you know you're getting a reputable source from it,
or you know what you're like, you're comfortable selling person.
And most of these these sellers that are selling these bulk buys and stuff like that aren't going to be giving away Louis Vuitton bulk buys for
$2,000 or whatever. So know that you're not going to find the good stuff. You're going to find medium to you're going to find some higher end stuff like rag and bone and stuff like that, but you're going to find medium to mid range that's going to sell for good meat and potato profit, like
the
40
higher
to
end it
30
is,
to 40
the
bucks.
more per pallet it is.
Yeah.
You know, the more per piece it is, because you're going to be making more, you know, and if you're not comfortable spending like that many hundreds of dollars all at once, there are, like Jay was showing you, like $150 one, you know, for more like medium to mall brand type stuff. So it's not just high-end stuff that you have to like crazy worry about. Oh my goodness,
Right.
is this express pants faked? Like, no, most of the stuff that you're gonna start like getting your feet wet and like learning about isn't stuff that would ever be faked anyway. It's like Abercrombie, some of it. Like we saw some Abercrombie lots too, and I was like,
Yes, we are on Instagram, Thrifty Flamingo without
yes.
the just at Thrifty Flamingo.
Instagram did not like the.
And if you
It was
guys
too long.
do want to do a meetup in during PoshFest and you can't comment here for whatever reason, just get in touch with us on Instagram. Actually, that might be a better way to do it. Because we'll see the Instagram more often. So instead of commenting in the video here, why don't you guys comment, send us a quick message on Instagram if you're interested in a meetup, and it's at Thrifty Flamingo on Instagram. Send us a message. We'll take a head count and we'll figure out something that we can all do.
And I have a post on there with our PoshFest mug shots.
You can actually just comment on that post or whatever you want to do. Just send us a message, comment on that post, anything you want to do, and we'll go there. If you want to leave a comment here, we'll see them too. So either way is good. But so yeah, do you guys have any questions before I give you these sources at the end of the night? I'm also going to link them in the description at the end of the video. Once the video posts. So they will be there for you in the description as well that you can take a look at. So take a look at the description and you'll find them there. So we'll wait a couple of minutes for questions. Dallas, where they have it? Do you know where what venue it is? What the venue is? I forget. The Gillies Center, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Or Gillies, or
I can find out. Keep looking. It is, Gillies. Gilleys.
That's it. Address is 1135 South Lamar Street in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
That's where they're having it.
Yeah.
Gillies, yeah, Gillys, yeah.
Yes.
That's the one. All right, so let me get to my phone. I'm going to give you guys these sources now. I promise you, and I'm going to give them to you.
Every year they pick a new city and they find a new venue, and it's like this whole, they do all these Snapchats and stuff like, oh, we're in this city. What are we doing? And it's like, ooh, PoshFest.
All right, so this first one is called Wholesale Fashion Square, and all it is wholesaleFashionSquare.com. It's boutique clothing. They have a lot of trendy stuff. I looked at their jeans real quick. They have a lot of distressed stuff. They have a lot of skinny jean styles and stuff like that. I just took a quick perusal around their site. And it's wholesaleFashionSquare.com. 50 to 70% off women's boutique clothing. I believe they had a men's section there as well, but I can't remember 100% right now. They definitely have women's though, and it's 50 to 70% off of retail. The next one is also a wholesale or boutique clothing site, and it is for it is clothingisland.com. They have a lot of the similar designs and styles. They're very trendy. They're going to do well there as well. That's clothingisland.com. And then the last site was the one I was talking about with all the overstock and new tags and returns. And that is liquidationgeneral.com. That's the site you're going to find a lot of Alfani and Polo and Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger and
names that people
Levi's and
know.
Good names that people know that will sell for decent money. And that is liquidationgeneral.com. Again, I'm going to link all these in the descriptions. And you guys can go check these websites out, see if they're for you. If I find anything else out in the future, I'll definitely let you guys know about it. These are just a couple I picked real quick after doing some research on them. So,
have you ever gotten water stain out of a silk tie?
No.
No.
I don't think you can do that.
No. Oh, that stinks.
That's a toughie.
Silk is just tough. You know, silk is very, oh my goodness, you almost don't want to wear it.
So again, Monica, I'm going to link all these in
once
the description.
Once the video posts.
The 3 sites again are wholesalefashionsquare.com, clothingisland.com, and liquidationgeneral.com.
So then I think it'll also be like a link when we type it in.
If not, it'll have the web address there. So it's
yeah. So that'll be easy. Click, click, click.
All that, yeah. So give me about 20 minutes. We'll let the video post, and then I will link those in the description so you guys can check the bottom all the way below our affiliate link section. That's where I'm going to put them. So just scroll all the way to the bottom, and we will have a.
Why they choose such a silly name place? I don't know. I have no idea.
Permanent marker off shoe soles. What? I don't. There's a way to do that. I'm just not sure.
Okay. So if it is a rubber shoe sole, you can use either Goo Gone or I hear lighter fluid. But beware, they're both kind of abrasive and oily. So if it's rubber on rubber sole, that should come right off.
And nothing gets out permanent marker better than more permanent marker. I'm just kidding. Don't try that. Don't do that.
I do like Mr. Clean Magic Eraser on flat shoe bottoms, but if it has any kind of like traction, you're gonna like tear up the eraser, you know. But yeah, those will take it off. If it's leather, that's a little bit different. You might have to actually scratch it off with like a nail file or something like that. Yeah, we've all had those shoes where it tells people they bought this for $3.
Yeah, just take a black marker and color the whole sole.
$60.
Color the whole sole black, and you'll be good to go. They'll just look like they have black bottoms. You're fine. No big deal.
This is what he says. No. No. Don't do that. He is kidding 100%. Yeah, no, dry erase marker. If you put like a black dry erase marker over a black marker, it should like eat up the marker and like wipe it off.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that from someone.
I know it works on walls and on dry erase boards. But somebody
did say that. We haven't tried it yet. Yeah, but I've heard that somewhere, and I think it worked for someone else as well. So give that a shot.
I used to be an educator, and I went on vacation, and I came back, and whoever substituted my classroom for me had written on the board in permanent marker. And I'm like, what? Why? It wasn't like a Sharpie. A Sharpie will never.
It's not a bad idea, Rhonda Dazzle. Underwear on the head might give you good sales.
Underwear on the heads? Oh, no. Note to self, don't buy shoes. Can of spray paint takes care of that. See? What have you done to our audience?
These are all great tips.
Marking up the bottom of the shoes. Oh, no.
No, in all honesty, don't do any of that. Just try the dry erase marker on top of the regular marker and erase it with a dry eraser or the lighter fluid or
Goo Gone.
Rubbing alcohol.
Or, yeah. Yeah. It's best if it's like a sneaker. And like...
Not on leather. Yeah, you can't do that on leather soles, right? No, not on leather soles.
No, those are tricky.
Leather soles will get ruined quick, so don't try any of that on a leather soled shoe.
How do we get talking about shoes?
I don't know. Ask a question about shoes, but
I used to it used to be my mission whenever I got shoes. I was like, I'm getting this price off. And I would tear up Mr. Clean Magic erasers. I would waste product, just now I just make sure that it's not barely visible and definitely not legible because I don't want them to see what I paid for the shoes and what they paid for the shoes. Gonna be different, Light them on fire. The marker will disappear. No, the shoe will be gone too.
Sorry, Robin, but if we don't get a response tonight, you might be a winner tomorrow.
As a makeup artist and had to help a woman who drew eyebrows on herself with a Sharpie. Oh, no. Oh, no, you don't do that. They do tattoo eyebrows, but not Sharpie.
Get those mad eyebrows with the...
Oh, like the points.
The points.
Oh, it's going so fast.
Yeah, it is. Dawn Dish Shop. I heard about that too. Yeah, I heard somebody said that.
Nice. I might try. I used to be obsessed with getting every mark off the bottom of shoes. Not so much anymore. Now I'm just like, okay, they can't read it. You know, sometimes even when you buy shoes at like Marshalls or TJ Maxx, they're still like written on. So it's not just thrift stores that go all crazy with a permanent marker on the bottom of shoes.
We don't, Varisha, we don't disclose the winners on here for privacy reasons. We just send them an email personally, and that's it. So we don't want to give away anyone's email or anything like that. And we don't always know the name from the email. So the only way we'd let you guys know who the winner was by disclosing an email, and we don't give that stuff out. So
one time our first box winner was in here. She's like, I won.
Yeah, so if you do win a box and you come to our live videos, feel free to shout out that you won a box. And I'll tell you what, I'm thinking about it. We might.
What you doing? What you thinking about?
I want you guys to get on the email list, but I also want to give out another mystery box. So we might give out a mystery box just for the live viewers next week. Just for you guys coming in. I'm going to pick somebody out of the comments next week, and we'll give out another mystery box. So you got a chance to win 2 this week. 1 for the viewers that tune in to see us live, and 1 for the email list.
He had that. I'm a deep thought look, and it worried me for a second, but I'm down with that. I'm definitely down with that. I'll respond if you choose me, LOL. Yeah.
So that is going to do it for us tonight, guys.
Yeah,
it's been an hour.
Oh my goodness.
Talking about wholesales and boutiques for an hour. So awesome.
Yay.
So again, I'm going to give you those websites one more time in the chat. Type them in the chat, actually. Let's do that.
Oh, you can do that. Yep.
Let's see. Here we go.
He's doing stuff, guys. He's doing stuff. Uh-huh. R. There's no E.
There's no E there.
There's it's supposed to be.
Put an E in there. Yeah. Sorry about that.
I was trying to tell you before you hit enter. Spell checker. I don't know how that happened. And that just auto-corrected because they're 2 actual words.
I hate autocorrect.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm typing here. I can't talk while I'm typing. And one more that I gave you was Liquidation General.
Every time I hear that, I think of like the general. You know, like the insurance with the little general. Oh no, with Shaq. See, it separates 2 words.
I know, I hate that.
And yeah. Woo!
Those are the 3. I'm going to link them in the description as well. But
yes, our email is the Thrifty Flamingo, so it'll be you'll know it's from us. And our email it actually says mystery box winner. It's hard to miss.
You can't miss it.
Like I hit the caps locks. Mystery box winner. I don't want someone like overlooking it, you know. So I make it obvious.
So again, get on that email list if you're new here. We're going to be picking a winner right from that email list. You'll also get our 6-part free Poshmark workshop. First link in the description gets you on that list. If you're new here and you haven't gotten on the list already, definitely jump on that list. If you're already on the list, then you have a chance for winning. And then they're going to be emailed to you, not on a blog. Wild cat Brad.
That's fun to say.
So you'll get an email from us, and it's an email list, so that's what happens there. And then if you're gonna come back next week, we're gonna pick a winner on Thursday right from our live chat, and you guys will get a mystery box. And then we will have you email us your address. So you don't have to type it in the chat box and all that good stuff. So tune in next week on Thursday at 8 p.m. We will get that mystery box sent out to you guys, and we will have another winner tomorrow.
As long as I'm gonna check.
You'll check. If we don't get an email, we'll pick another one tomorrow, and we'll get. So you guys have a chance of winning 3 mystery boxes right now.
Tomorrow, if the person doesn't respond with an address or oopsie, next week, and then right before
PoshFest. So it's an exciting time to be alive.
Yes.
All right, you guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on Thursday. Take a look out for our videos. They'll be coming next week sometime.
Bye, guys.
Bye.